Hey Gearheads, and welcome to Garage Talk. I'm Corey.
I'm Holly.
Back there's Tucker.
Yep, that's me.
And we are in the lap of Texas luxury in the new top trim of the 2025 Ram 1500 Tungsten Edition. And in this video, we're going to tell you how this luxury pickup truck fits our family of three. Stay tuned. All right, Holly, here we are again, another top trim of a Ram pickup truck. This one, unlike the one we had from 23, is a new trim altogether. It's the Tungsten. We previously had the Limited Elite, but mid-cycle refresh necessitated a new trim, new options, a little bit new look, definitely new powertrain. We'll get into all of that. But what I want to ask you first and foremost, what are your thoughts on the exterior look of this one?
I like it. Okay, I do like it. And I do like the compartments on the side.
Ram box.
The Ram box. I like the functionality, but I don't love the look that it gives the truck.
Okay.
So that's why I said I like it, but I really do like that box.
Yes. All right, so we'll start
love that.
up front and kind of work our way back. This one, being the Tungsten trim, gets a unique front face versus all the others. Most pickup trucks, you found the button, most pickup trucks have a steel bumper. I mean, I'm looking around all of the trucks around us. It's a separate bumper. But here on the Tungsten, because it's the luxury trim, it's all one big plastic piece. It's a much more cohesive look. It's meant to evoke a more premium design. You like the look of this one?
So, okay.
Up front?
Yes, up front, yes. It's the back that
Okay. Well, let's talk
isn't
about...
my favorite. Not that it's bad.
Okay.
I just think, like you said, okay, it's supposed to have a premium look.
Mm-hmm.
I think the box takes away from the premium look and from the cohesiveness.
Okay.
And the back end just kind of looks a little short and fat to me.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Interesting. All right. We will move inside because in here, I feel this is why you buy a Ram luxury pickup truck. I think Ram has got the interior luxury down pat. I'd say the closest competitor is maybe the GMC Sierra Denali Ultimate with the umber brown leather and all that fun stuff. Nice. But I really do think that in here, Ram wins. What are your thoughts on the interior?
This interior is amazing. And there is so much room. I'm like, this is like a small apartment.
It really is. I think it is bigger than my first solo apartment.
It's huge. It's great. I love it.
Do you know the color combination? Indigo and frost.
Indigo and frost. So fancy.
Navy blue, which you know I love. Mm-hmm. Kind of a cream white, but a white, which I love. Every vehicle we've had with blue and white interior, we've loved. The last one being a Lexus.
This is a good color of blue. It's like nice, fancy, luxury blue, not...
With little pops of like a gold every once in a while, just to remind you.
Is this the Tungsten?
No, that is actual real carbon fiber.
Oh, okay.
Tungsten is metal.
This is the carbon fiber.
Yeah, but real carbon fiber, real wood accents in this one. Don't know that there's any tungsten in here per se. Wood? We've got wood, I believe, on the sides of our seats down here. But really, it's mostly carbon fiber everywhere I can see. Carbon fiber, carbon fiber, carbon fiber. Carbon fiber.
I like it's way better than that slick black stuff.
Yes. And then
Approaching a railroad
I've referenced this. Thank you so much. You have referenced this so many times in other Ram pickup trucks. You like the belt buckle style design here. Being the top trim, we get tungsten with our VIN number here. So kind of a cool premium look. And then all the stitching my goodness, stitching really makes it look premium too. Like all on this.
Mm-hmm.
Can't talk interior without talking storage. You said it's like a small apartment in here, but Ram also wins the interior storage game, in my opinion. What are your thoughts?
Interior and exterior storage.
Yeah,
game.
the Ram box.
Because we did mention the Ram box, but we didn't talk about what it is. It's a box on the side of the
Bed.
tailgate.
Bed.
No, not the tailgate, the bed. Yeah. And you were saying, you know, that, well, I guess you could put it locked, so you could put tools and stuff like that in there.
Fill it with ice?
If you wanted to. But you could also fill it with ice and make it a cooler, which I love. So that would be great tailgating and stuff like that. Here, the big winner is this whole section right here is utilized in so many different ways.
Like, I could hide in here.
You put 3 phones right there. Is it 3 phones?
2, maybe
guess
3,
this is-
3 of your size, but there are 2 wireless charging pads up here.
Mm-hmm.
So that is a nice touch. Sliding center console with cup holders, felt line storage with coin slots, all moves out of the way. You can put a computer down here. There's a power outlet in here, all kinds of power outlets. Dual
Opens like that.
opening.
Mm-hmm. Dual opening.
So, I mean, tons of storage, and then storage on the side.
Mm-hmm.
Storage
I
down
don't
here.
even have enough crap to put.
Storage in the door. Storage
But
in
I
the
guess
door.
when we live in this
Yes.
little apartment, we'll have all our crap in.
We'll get to that in a little bit, but
Oh yeah, would we have to live in here?
on the glove box, kind of tiny.
Itty bitty love.
Yeah, and being the Tungsten, we don't get the secondary glove box. We get a screen that I feel is a little pointless. Things
What does
I
it
can do from over here. I can watch a movie. You can't. It's on right now. Can you tell?
No.
Yeah, because you're not supposed to tell. It's polarized.
Oh my god.
But we have HDMI hookups. I can play games over here. I can watch movies over here. I can navigate over here. I can send navigation directions over to you. I can
that's cool.
access the cameras in this. So I can do...
why would you need that? This thing is huge and you can reach this, can't you?
Yeah, I can. But to not distract you as the
Oh,
driver.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, huh? Well,
So-
okay, I take it back. Not pointless. It's safety.
It's a little glary, though. And I feel...
And I can see fingerprints
Yeah.
and dust.
We had this in the Jeep Grand Cherokee that we had. I don't know that it's worth the price tag.
Okay.
I'll just put it there. But yes. Screen has grown in size, 14.5-inch screen.
I can see every podcast, not right now, but when I had my podcast pulled up, I saw every podcast I have ever listened to in my
ever.
entire life.
Yeah. So there's Holly's podcast history. But lots to see and talk about there. But very nice interior. We're going to pause from the interior discussion for a moment because we are about to turn on the historic brick streets of downtown Tyler, Texas, where we can talk about the air ride suspension in this and how this handles imperfect pavement. So, as we pull on and get on the red brick streets, Tucker, how's your wobbly head back there?
Little wobbly.
Little wobbly? Holly, how's yours?
It's so you can feel the bumps, but they're soft.
We're about to hit the biggest one.
Oh?
Didn't even hear it.
No, didn't even hear it. Normally it's like bum bum.
Yeah. Normally we say you can hear it, but you can't feel it. But like,
Boom, boom.
yeah. And now we're approaching some decommissioned railroad tracks, which typically in a big truck like this, you get a lot of wobble, a lot of
Yeah,
stuff
no
like
wobble, no floating.
that. Yeah. It's really well done.
Yeah.
And because it's an air ride suspension, you can adjust the height. You can take it to off-road too, make it really tall and kind of stiff. You can drop it down low for getting in and out.
Drop it down low.
So you barely have to step when you step out, especially with the power running boards. So that's very nice. You can also drop it down using the key fob. So if you're walking up to it, you're like, it's too tall, click, click, and it'll drop down.
For the shorties out there, another shorty feature that I love and think all cars should have are the pedals come to you.
Yes, actual adjustable pedals. most of the competition have dropped out of the adjustable pedal game.
It's dumb.
Yeah,
Why?
but you like it.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Well, because in some cars, I feel like I have to be right up on the steering wheel in order to reach the pedals. I hit my knees as I'm like getting in.
You
Not
seem
here.
right now like you are in a typical, how I would sit, driving position. You don't, normally you are more on the steering wheel. So yes, it's safer too because getting that distance from the airbag.
Yeah.
So
I like it.
do it more.
Do it more, people.
Other thoughts on the interior before we dive full force into how it drives and stuff like that?
I like the steering wheel.
Nice steering wheel, leather
We haven't
wrapped,
talked
heated.
about massage seats.
Yes.
That's so fancy. I'm
So-
currently being massaged
Me too.
by my seat.
It was
And
one of my
heated
5
and
dislikes of the 2023 Tungsten Elite that we had. No massage seats for an $80,000 truck. So, yeah, love the addition of massage seats.
Yeah.
I guess now would be a good time to talk about Tucker's child safety seat. He actually joined me talking about how to install it, how much room he's got back there, and then we'll talk a little bit more on those RAM boxes and rear storage options. Before I bring in Tucker's child safety seat, I want to show you a few options that make it the back of this Ram 1500 Tungsten the place to be. First and foremost, power running boards that deploy when you open the doors, and then just massive amounts of space back here. But Ram does it one better because they actually give you reclining back seats. So you can see I can get very comfortable back here, and I have heated and ventilated outboard seats, which is awesome, as well as a couple air vents on the back of the center console that has 2 cup holders and a place to put a tablet if you want to put a tablet, map pocket back here. But I've got even more storage in the fold down armrest center console, 2 cup holders right here, full suede or felt lined center console. So that is a very nice touch. And then if that wasn't enough, there's even more storage in the floor on both sides. You've got the Ram bins that actually come out so that you can clean them out if you have to. Just a little bit of nifty storage for whatever kid items you might need on a long road trip, all under this very nice carpeted floor mat. But that is not it. Let me go get Tucker's child safety seat. I'm going to show you just how much room is still back here. And as you can see, Tucker is joining me today, but this is his Graco Extend-A-Fit child safety seat, the exact same one he rode in when he was rearward facing. And you can see there is not a single thing I need to do to the front seat because there is just so much room in the back of this pickup truck. So very nice on backseat space. I know you're already going to ask in the comments, yes, this will fit 3 across perfectly fine. Turning his car seat around, Ram does something better than Toyota and some of the mid-size pickup trucks in the segment. There's no need to fold down the seat back to put the top tethers in. We do have top tethers all the way across. We have lower latch points, 2 on the 2 outboard seats, 1 in the center seat. And yes, this will very comfortably fit 3 car seats all the way across before you ask. But the trick to putting in the top tether, fold the headrest down so you've got a little bit of room to work back here. There is a nylon strap to feed that through just for security purposes. And then very easy to fold that down and attach the top tether here to this nylon strap in the center. We'll tighten it down in just a moment. The lower latch points are noted by buttons on the seat, but we don't really have much of a problem getting to them. They're very well exposed. And then we can tighten the car seat down very nicely, especially because, thank you Tucker for coming to help. I've got the power running boards outside, so that's good and tight down. Now we're gonna tighten down the top tether, make sure this is good and snug. And now his car seat is well in place. He's got the window sticker. Tucker, why don't you come give us a test sit here in your car seat now that we've gotten it installed. And there you have it, installing a child safety seat in the back of the Ram 1500 Tungsten. I give this one a solid A But we are not done yet. Let's talk about some storage options back in the back, because this one has got two hidden features up its sleeve. Coming to the back of the Ram 1500 Tungsten, this one has got a couple tricks up its sleeve, and I'm literally talking a couple because we have two of these Ram boxes on the side. You can see they are lockable and allow for opening up, and some covered weather-tight storage back here in the back. There are a couple drain plugs down here, so you can use these as ice coolers, and the driver's side does actually have a power port that itself is weather stripped and protected. And you can see not only do we have that one, but we've got another one here on the passenger side. Opens up, no power in the back of this one, but again, weather stripped, weather tight. And you can see they both do have an emergency release, though I don't know who's climbing in these. Jill, is that you? Anyway, close that up. We do also have the tri-fold soft tonneau cover that we can access by dropping the power up and down tailgate, which is a nice touch. And then we can deploy these latches like so. Come over here to this one. And that one was actually already deployed. And we can tri-fold it up and out of the way. And now you can see some of the other amenities in here. We do have this movable cargo section, but to get back there, I'm actually gonna deploy the step, and very easy to climb back into the back of the truck. You can see we've got movable tie downs, we've got fixed in place tie downs. Very nice cargo capacity here. It is slightly sacrificed because of those Ram boxes. We've got straight sides here, no room over the bed rail or the seats. The rear wheels, I'll get the right word out here in just a moment. And then we do have some LED lighting back here with a button. And then this unique cargo divider. You can unlock it like so. Pull these, pull these forward, and you can move this forward and back to any of these indented sections right here, so that you can adjust just how much room is in the back, both in front and behind this. So that is a very nice touch if you want to use this. The back, especially with the cargo cover, more like a trunk, and you need more trunk space. Well, there you have it right there, and all your stuff isn't going to roll all the way to the forward portion of the cab. And then climbing down is very easy as well, because we've got that step. Just be careful where you step on that one. If you step too close to the hinge, it will go up and out of the way for you, just like that. And like I said, power up and down tailgate, so give it a little lift and then we'll close the rest of the way. Rides well on the brick streets that we are still on right now, but how has it been driving it? You've been driving it like a commuter vehicle, like 90% of trucks here in East Texas are driven. What's it like?
I like driving it. I mean, it is a beast. It is very big, but it's not hard to turn.
Is it hard to park?
It's hard to park.
Okay.
But to be fair, I've been parking in downtown, which is already not an easy place to park, but then when you have a big beast of a truck, it's kind of hard to park. But
let me do it while driving.
Yeah, you do have the cameras and stuff that are very helpful.
Yes, which I was trying to show off, that you can drag it up there and have a quick access button right there on the screen. It's a digital button, but very clear, crisp 360-degree cameras, multiple different views that you can access.
Yeah.
So it's big, but they try and mitigate that in as many ways as possible. How's the steering? Is it heavy? Does it make it feel like a big beast?
If you are listening, I already said
that
the steering is not heavy.
How is the power delivery?
The power delivery is good.
Because that is another one of the big things of this pickup truck. The last one we had, Hemi V8 under the hood. We've lost a couple cylinders. This has the Hurricane Inline 6. This is the high output version of that Inline 6, which has more power than any Hemi has ever had in a Ram pickup truck. Suffice it, or ignoring the TRX, of course. But good power delivery.
Good power delivery, yeah. And I've just been bopping in around town, you know, to different places here and there, which sometimes I feel like you need the power delivery more in busy situations popping in and around town. But it's been really easy to.
Doesn't make it feel like a massive heavy beast from the acceleration.
No, and to be honest with you, like if you're comparing this to like a Tahoe or some big SUV like that, this is way easier to drive.
Okay.
I feel like it has way more space on the inside, definitely more storage options.
Okay.
I would take this over a Tahoe.
Interesting. So this shares a lot of commonalities with the Grand Wagoneer we tested. Same engine, same powertrain, same frame, yada, yada, yada. But this being a Ram, a little more of an established brand, a little more practical interior from a truck perspective, but very interesting take there that you'd take this over, granted we've only got the one kid, but over a 3-row SUV. So,
Not every 3-row SUV.
Just...
But some of those big clunky ones.
Interesting, because y'all will want to hit the subscribe button because I'm going to test this whole theory on her. We are taking a diesel-powered Suburban across Texas, so stick around for that. We'll see. We shall see. Any other thoughts before I pull out the window sticker? Digital gauge cluster, head-up display. We haven't touched on that.
Oh, I didn't. Okay, so I've been using the head-up display, but it did not even register in my mind. That's an extra feature.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's nice.
Yep. You've turned off the digital rear view camera. You've turned off the start-stop in traffic.
Yes.
So it's got some other things, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I could see, especially having a truck, if you needing that rear view camera in those kinds of situations. But I don't like it for everyday use.
Okay. All right. Fuel economy is actually just ever so slightly worse than the Hemi it replaces. Again, us bopping around town, as you have said, we're getting about 12 mpg, which ain't great.
Ain't great.
But
Great at all.
I'm guessing less tailpipe emissions because it's a 6-cylinder. Not quite sure.
Where are we going?
To the library, buddy. I already kind of spilled the beans. The 2023 limited elite we had was, as near as makes no difference, $80,000. This is a 2025 new trim level. It's got some things like massage seats, which mine just turned off, so I'm turning it back on. It's got the passenger screen over here. More adjustments on the seats, but a little more upscale. Care to guess?
85.
No.
Well, higher.
Yeah.
Ooh, is it in the 6 figures?
No.
Okay. 96.
Pretty close. 9185. 91,085. That is, if you're keeping score, a 14% increase over the top trim we tested for the 2023 model year, which is a big pill to swallow. And
Do you think it's 14% better?
that was going to be my question to you. I don't know that it's 14%
Oh, it's got the
better.
massage seats.
But GMC's got massage seats. You call them a whisper of a massage, but it's much less than this. The Chevy is much less than this in the high country. The Ford Platinum is less than this. This is on par with Chevy's top trim Silverado EV RST, which kind of fits a similar purpose of this. It's more of a street truck than a work truck, which brings me to the question, knowing the price tag, knowing the luxury features.
Well, they fixed that parking brake situation when we backed it
Yes,
out of our...
yes. They have done some upgrades to it. The rear automatic braking now allows us to get out of our 13-degree incline driveway without it slamming on the brakes like your dad's Ram does going down our driveway. But I just don't know if it's 14% better than previous or than some of the competitors, which brings me to the question, knowing the price, it's got 22-inch wheels, all the luxuries, who do you reckon this truck is for?
Old men.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
This is a city slicker truck,
Yeah.
if ever there were one. This is a Dallas
We
truck.
don't think it would be a work truck.
It could be. Again, I mentioned you can go to off-road 2 ride height. It's got 4-wheel drive. It's got the Ram boxes, but that cuts into your overall bed space. So it could be, but are you putting a $91,000 pickup truck to work?
Well, I mean, if you do that kind of work, it's part of your work equipment, right?
Uh,
Could be.
You'll weigh in down in the comments down below. Tucker, any more thoughts from you on this one?
No.
No? All right, Holly. Well, I guess that about wraps it up. Can we see this in our driveway? Not our garage because it doesn't fit. Could we see it in our driveway?
Hey, we're going to have to make a lot more money. So like and subscribe.
Like, subscribe, follow Holly on her social media at Female Consumer, both Facebook and Instagram. Find all things GT Garage Talk at GT Garage Talk, Facebook, Instagram, X, TikTok, Threads, YouTube, you name it. Again, all
See
at
how
GT
smooth
Garage
that
Talk.
was?
Yeah, there you go. Or you can go to gtgaragetalk.com, hit the subscribe button down below, and be sure and see what she thinks of that diesel-powered Suburban. But until next time, Gearheads. Bye.
Bye. Let's go, people! Stop being tropo!
Now for the real test, you get to park it at the library while an event is going on that apparently is causing the traffic backup.
Yeah, what is going on? Oh, it's the creature teacher. Duh, it's the event we're coming to.